All right, first question. And we'll direct it to Tanner because he's got a microphone in his hands. Tanner, how does it feel to be... Oh, Chase has one too! Should probably have you both answer this. How does it feel to be so old, Tanner?
Dude, it doesn't feel great. I mean, like, I got to sit in the hot tub, put the hot pack on my knees, you know, to, like, warm up for practice. I'm like, dude, 5 years ago, I wasn't doing this, you know? So.
Old man Roberts in the back. How's life?
It's good. I mean, yeah, I can't even make it through, you know, a practice nowadays. So getting old, but got to be tough. Got to push through. So.
All right, Chase, I'm going to have you hand the microphone to Carson. Carson, you've had a unique senior season, and you've had a few stops along the way, but now you're at BYU. So how does it feel to be at BYU in this season to close out your college football career?
I mean, it feels great. You know, I've had a great time here at BYU, and I wish I had more time and more experience here. But you know, the brothers I've made along the way here, it's been great. We've had such a fun season so far, and just a lot of winning. Winning makes it even more fun. So hopefully we just continue to do that this weekend. But it's been great.
Tanner, let's have Will take the microphone from you. Will, same question for you as you come to your career end at BYU. What's made this season so special for you? And you've enjoyed a lot of success.
Yeah, this season's been cool. I think the biggest thing is just the united group of guys that we have. Like doing the camp out and fall camp and just all the things that you go through with this group of guys is really what makes it special. And I think we've got a pretty amazing group here.
Let's keep it rolling with Ethan Erickson over here. It's Thanksgiving week, Ethan. So what are you grateful for this time of year as you sit on the Sitake show and get ready for UCF?
First, I'm grateful for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And then I'm super thankful for my family and then the brothers that I have here and the brothers that I've made and the friends I'll have for life.
Same question for you, Talon. What are you feeling most grateful for this week?
Yeah, super grateful for my family. My wife, and I have all my family traveling down to support me. It's been cool to see the support I have, and shout out my family, second row right there. So, yeah.
Okay, let's send it over to Enoch. Let's keep it rolling with the Thanksgiving week. Enoch, what has you feeling super grateful to be a part of BYU?
I would have to say the same thing as Talon. My family, being from Hawaii, it's so hard for them to make every game, but they were able to fly out for senior night and for Thanksgiving to spend the weekend with them it's going to be amazing. So looking forward to that. Okay, we'll give back over to Tanner now. Tanner, you've had a lot of great moments this season and over your BYU career. So what are some of the moments that have you feeling the most fond as you recollect on an incredible BYU football career?
Man, that's a really hard question. There's a lot of them. You know, I think one that specifically comes to mind just kind of in my journey, the start of my journey as a walk-on, I remember the first game I ever dressed for was the Utah game in 2021. And I made a play on scout special teams that week. And it showed up on film, and we were in the meeting room, and Coach Lamb was like, "Tanner Wall, are you dressing for the game?" I was like, "I'm not." And he's like, "Well, you are now." So being able to, dress for that game, and after the history of, the streak and us winning and storming the field, that was pretty epic to have that be the first game, my first game as a Cougar dressing in Lavelle, and we beat Utah. So that was really special, but shared so many special moments with these guys, both in the season and outside the season along the way, and grateful for all of them.
Coach, you see these moments that so many people don't for these seven and so many others that you coach. So what do you feel when you hear Tanner talk about a moment that most people don't know about until now and the hard work that they put in day to day?
No, I remember them when they all first showed up and so proud of them and going into this last week, just the growth and the progress that they've made in life. I mean, I got to see them transform from a young man to an adult, and I know their families are really proud of them, and I am too. I hope they can be proud of what they were able to do for BYU. I mean, this group of seniors did something that no other group can ever claim, which is kind of usher us into the Big 12 and get us some success and leave on a high note. So I'm really proud of them and all the things that they've been able to accomplish. But every one of them has gone through so many different moments of adversity in their lives and as a football player here. And it's really proud of all the things that they've been able to overcome and look at the growth that's happened from it all.
Chase, let's go back to you. You two, like so many of these guys, have had multiple big-time moments in your BYU career, but what one or maybe two stand out in your mind tonight?
Yeah, I think as we've been talking, the biggest thing is, as growing up with, not growing up, but when I first arrived with Tanner and Talon and some of these guys that were here our freshman year, I think there was a vision and a culture that we knew Kalani wanted from our football team. And I don't know if we were quite there yet when we arrived. And I think having leaders like Tanner and Talon and seeing how we can one day, hey, when we reach that spot as seniors, we want this thing to be flying. We want Kalani's love and learn culture to be the top thing that we're preaching, and we want to live that way. And I think we've been able to see the transformation through our career, focusing on that and wanting that culture to be what drives us to win games. And we've seen a lot of success, and I think it stems from Kalani and his desire to establish that into the players, having a player-led team, and us giving the confidence in us. One of the best moments, honestly, was seeing Kalani's confidence in me and how much he loved me. This was just our past Utah game. It was the last play of the game to seal the game, and he called a fade to me, and I dropped it. And that's what happens in life, right? You get opportunities and you fail, but to see after Kalani's, he was disappointed in me, obviously, because he knew that I could make that play. And he trusted me, and he was disappointed maybe that I didn't believe in myself in that moment and didn't go up and make that play. So that was honestly a huge turning point in my life and in my career, knowing and it just shows Kalani's character and how he's been to every one of his players. He believes in us way more, I feel like, than we believe in ourselves. And that's why we're such a good team. And that's why if we can get that into ourselves, we'll be that much better and win games, even more games. So that was a great moment that most recently that I've cherished the most.
Outstanding, and what a tribute to you, Coach. How about some applause for that? Well said, Chase.